My name is Omar Allibhoy. I'm a chef from Spain, Madrid. And I'm here at Jones the Grocer Taste of Spain Festival. I started cooking since I was very young. I remember my mom in the kitchen cooking a creme caramel, and I remember being in the floor, so I couldn't see what she was doing. I just knew that she was doing something really interesting. And it's been since that I developed that love and passion for food. So it's something that I've done all my life. At no point I wanted to be an astronaut or a football player. You know, I've always wanted to be a chef. This recipe is incredibly simple, just 3 ingredients. Good salt, Padron peppers, which is the star ingredient of this dish, and good extra virgin olive oil. So I'm going to start by heating up this pan into sort of a medium to high heat and pour a good drizzle of olive oil. As you can see, the oil is starting to smoke, and that's what we are after. So I'm going to add the Padron peppers and literally saute them for a couple of minutes until they are nice and crisp. We are looking for sort of a very crispy edges, nice and blistered, that only high heat can achieve. They have a very thin skin and a very thin meat inside. The flesh is quite narrow, so they cook really, really fast. Traditionally, Padron peppers are only seasoned with sea salt, but I'm just going to sex it up a bit and put a little bit of sweet pimenton with the salt. So literally a teaspoon or half a teaspoon and a good pinch of sea salt. And I'm just going to mix it. A little bit more salt to create a very tasty pimenton salt or paprika. It's only been a couple of minutes and you can see how all the peppers have blistered. So now I just have to plate them up. It's so simple, so easy, so quick, and they are so sweet. And just sprinkle it with a bit of this smoked paprika salt. And that's it. Very simple tapa, easy to make, with accessible ingredients, which I'm sure it will delight in any table. Buen provecho. Spain is a country with a really rich variety of food. Through history, all the cultures that have gone through Spain, Phoenicians, Greeks, Romans, the Arabs, remember, Spain has been a Muslim country for 700 years. Of course, the discovery of the Americas all came through Spain. Tomatoes, potatoes, peppers, they seem very common ingredients, chocolate, but that all came from America, remember, in 1420 something. And that came all through Spain, and that's what makes Spanish food so regional and so rich. And that's what is called a taste of Spain, because it really is the real taste of Spain. I'm going to be cooking a delicious recipe from my mom. It's called bacalao en salsa verde in Spanish, which is a cod in a green sauce. This recipe has 2 parts. One, which is the cooking of the fish, and the other, the sauce. And then we're gonna bring them together. I'm going to season this beautiful piece of fillet of cod with a bit of sea salt. Generous on the extra virgin olive oil, and skin side down. I want to cook a tapa-sized dish as well, just so you see what a tapa means. I'm just going to cut a smaller piece So we have the two versions, the main course and the tapa. This fillet of cod has been here for about 5 minutes now, cooking at high heat at the beginning, medium heat for the remaining time. But I don't want it to fully cook, I want it to finish it in the sauce. So I'm gonna take it out of the pan. Very crispy skin, nice and golden, that's what we are trying to do. The second part of this recipe is the sauce itself. I'm going to start by pouring a generous drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. And I'm going to add sliced garlic. If you look closer, you'll see that the garlic is starting to sizzle. That is the point when we need to add the following ingredient, which is the flour. A teaspoon will do. You can see the color of the garlic is starting to golden as well. That's very important. So this is forming sort of like a roux when you do bechamel. We just need to cook the flour for 15 seconds, 30 seconds, so that it loses that floury taste that otherwise will give to the end result. And now, to stop the flour from burning and the garlic from burning, we need to stop it with this lovely verjuice. Sort of like a third of a glass will do. And you need to stir it quite vigorously to form this lovely roux that will thicken up the sauce. You'll see what a thick paste it converts to. Just need to cook this down for a minute or so. Meanwhile, I'm going to chop a little bit of flat parsley. It's called Salsa Verde for a reason. It's a green sauce. So all the ingredients that goes into it are very green. Asparagus, parsley, peas. We are going to add the flat leaf parsley. And I'm going to start adding the fish stock a little bit at a time to form a rich sauce. If I will pour it all at once, the sauce will split. So just a little bit. Give it a nice stir. Bring it all together. Starts to loosen up, starts to become a sauce. Wait in between times that you add the fish stock until it boils. So you see it's boiling now. I will add a little bit more. And now I'm not going to use the spoon anymore, because I'm going to cook it through just shaking the pan constantly, okay? So that the sauce comes together very nice and silky. I'm going to add, at this point, my fillets of cod, so that it finishes cooking. And just shake the pan. Add some of the peas. A bit of seasoning. A bit of pepper. And at this point, I'm going to add these beautiful clams so that they release all the juices into the sauce, making it a bit more fishy. I have these green asparagus over here, which I've blanched. I've boiled them for 1 minute and cooled them down in icy water. So I'm just going to cut them in half, spread them over the pan so that they heat up again. And now it will only need about 2-3 minutes for those clams to open and cook, for the fish to cook through as well. Remember, we've only cooked it on one side, and for the asparagus to get hot as well, and all the sauce to come together. In 2-3 minutes, it'll be ready. I'm just going to chop a little bit more parsley to finish it off. And I switch it off. Let me give this a taste to see if it needs any more salt. You should always taste the food. Tastes delicious. This is ready. We just need to plate up now. So I'm just going to put a little bit of everything. the nice clams, asparagus, and the lovely piece of cod. For all those who haven't yet tried tapas or Spanish food, I would like to challenge them to give a go to the recipes. Come and buy the book, buy the ingredients here at John's the Grocer. If you don't have the time to cook at home, you know, come and try the fantastic menu we've put together. You know, we've put a lot of effort in bringing the most amazing ingredients to make it. And there is everything for everyone, from breakfast to dinner, takeaway. So I hope you enjoyed it and give it a try in John's the Grocer. Buen provecho!